It's unfortunate because that is a really, really great spot to fish. Out here at Echo Lake. Dead calm, early evening, temperature's perfect. The bugs are not, the bugs are bad, so I'm getting chased away here. I will bring you with me. And I'm assuming that there's the possibility that I can find somewhere a little better than that as far as the bugs go. And also assuming that later in the day in a spot that I can have a fire, because they don't want you having a fire at this spot. And normally, if you can do that, the smoke can at least chase some of the bugs away. So we'll carry on down the road here. There's my little Betsy parked. We're gonna go that way up the road. Came from that way. And we'll get another spot to look up at the mountains and catch some fish. Another spot a little further up here on Echo Lake. Still absolutely gorgeous. I'll reveal in a moment. There's a bit of a sense of it there. The fish just jumped right where I'm pointing. There's just a really big fish jump. Of course, I don't have my camera up when it happens, but that's okay. At least we're here. So we'll just carry on here and see what the options are. See how it feels like it might be for bugs. Damn it! I don't know if you can see that. Another fish just jumped right there. I should probably fish. I mean, they're jumping, right? So yeah, I should probably go get my fishing gear. There's a loon showing off, or just saying hello. That spot right there, I'm pointing at. I've never been over there. I don't know how to get there. So we should, at some point, maybe today, we should maybe try and figure out how to get over there and see what the drama is over there. But for now, I think I'm going to get they're jumping. Oy, yeah, I gotta tough out the bugs, and I'm getting bitten as I talk to you. I got spider webs on my face. I hate that feeling. Hate it. But yeah, I think I've got to get the fishing gear out, and we'll have another go with this. They were jumping right there a few minutes ago. I don't know if you can see that one jumped right there. So dinner in just a few moments. I just snagged on the bottom and lost a lure. Bugs are not as bad here, so that's a huge plus. The last spot, you had to kind of hop over this sort of fetid water that the water's up right now, so there was this sort of stream you had to go over. So you're kind of surrounded by this mucky pond kind of a deal, and I think that's what was causing a lot of the bug issue to make them so bad back there. Not as bad here, not that type anyway. There are mosquitoes, but not whatever I was dealing with back there, black flies or whatever that was. But I did lose my lure, so Gonna go to another spot, just kind of over there, and we'll try the hook and bobber. Exciting! It's exciting days. Been to this lake a few times, as you guys are aware. Never quite this nice though. I never felt this gorgeous when I was here before. The fish are certainly jumping, just not quite on for me yet. So we're going to start things off here, as you do, just by putting a leader on, and whoops, I dropped a part I need there. That's okay, we'll keep it going. Yeah. You must have heard that. You heard that? A big fish right there. That's frustrating. I can't even try to catch it at this point. Taunting me. Fuck, another one jumped right there. Okay, I gotta get at this, so let's start with that. Just putting a leader on. I'll keep you posted. And we're set. Bobber. Hook. Pepperoni. Woot woot. What I said about the bugs was speaking too soon. They're bad here. They're really bad. So I don't know how long I'm going to last, but they're biting all over the place, so I'm going to tough it out for a little while. Kept hearing something along the shore. And as I mentioned back here, when you hear something like that, you pay attention. And that's what that is. A couple more casts and that should be it. In a very Canadian circumstance, as I get absolutely eaten alive by these bugs, I've been chased off from fishing back here by an abundance of wildlife. Showed you the beaver in the previous shot, he's just over there. Some loons here. I've been kind of moving around, I'm a little out of breath, a little sweaty. And it's a beautiful thing. So I'm going to have a little fire here, guys. There's a previous circumstance where I had a fire out in the woods, and it was a glorious thing because these hats are available at iwillwander.com, by the way, in various sizes, shapes, and colors. I had amassed previously quite a number of years of debt correspondence from people institutions that I owed money to, and for a variety of reasons, not always, but generally I wasn't the most financially responsible. There were some very significant things contributing to that. But a while ago, I'm going to get a little different view while I do this here. A while ago, I was able to alleviate at least some of that circumstance that I'm describing to you. And I had amassed, for some reason I had kept a lot of this debt correspondence, these people wanting their money right away. This is going to happen, that's going to happen. Urgent, urgent, urgent. You get it, right? You owe them money. That I, for a variety of reasons, wasn't able to... can you hear these fish jump? Can you hear that? Wasn't able to... see if I can get you a shot of these fish jumping. Wasn't able to service the debt, but at one point I had a significant cash infusion and was able to get rid of a lot of it anyway. And I went out into an area not dissimilar to this, in the middle of nowhere in British Columbia, with tons of this debt correspondence that it had. And I put it all in a fire pit kind of a thing, and I set it all on fire. And it was beautiful. And it burned really nasty. Like the smoke, the energy coming off that fire was horrible. And the smoke was just toxic, and it's a nasty burn coming off that thing. The smoke was horrible, the toxicity from it. But up in smoke went much of the debt. and I was able to burn it all away and eliminate it. Today's kind of a similar thing. I have a bunch of correspondence that I've rounded up that I no longer need, and I'm going to burn it off with some of the wood and hopefully get rid of some of these bugs. There's a fish just jumped right there. You can probably see remnants of it there. There's a big one. And we're going to get rid of some paperwork, but not debt correspondence, so it shouldn't burn so evil and nasty as the last bit. It shouldn't be as big a deal. One little thing, I've seen, excuse me, guys who have backwoods channels where they spend a lot of time in the woods and whatnot. They what they do, if it's damp or they're worried about it maybe being a challenge getting a fire going, is they'll bring some Vaseline, which is a petroleum product, right? And they put that, what they do, the guys who are really into this stuff, they'll put it on cotton swabs, and they'll take a little bottle with them and put a few cotton swabs that are doused in Vaseline into the fire, bit of kindling, light that up, and the fire burns really effectively. Excuse me, because of the Vaseline petroleum product. Give me one sec. Okay, so guys, if you come back here to backcountry lakes in British Columbia, Canada, if you come during the day and it's sunny, warm, beautiful, breezy, that's fine. Bring at least track pants to cover your legs, because my legs are getting a bad go here. It's going to be bad tomorrow, what's going on with the bugs on my legs. So you put the petroleum product, Vaseline, onto paper of some sort, or straight onto kindling wood if that's what all you have available. Birch, remember birch? My beloved birch. Birch bark is brilliant for this stuff, with or without the Vaseline, but the Vaseline really helps. So another fish just jumped. Of course, I'm not fishing when this happens. I'm going to get this fire going with slightly Vaseline doused paper products, get the kindling going, and I'm going to burn off much of this paperwork that I had unnecessarily piling up and laying around in my apartment. Have a bit of a fire here, and away we go. And if I remember it, I'll show you a photo of what my legs look like tomorrow, because I get the feeling my legs are going to be really rough tomorrow. It was neat to see the beaver. That's him there making that noise. The beaver goes up on shore, eats through a branch and pulls the branch down into the water. I guess he's putting an extension on his hacienda there or something. So here we go with the fire. It's a nice night and a nice place to live. I've been back at this area near dark, or maybe after dark before, but I've never been right down by the water like this. It's a really neat experience. There's all kinds of life that comes alive at dusk and starts to become really active on or near the water. It's amazing to be able to observe this back here. And I've burned away all my unnecessary correspondence that was piling up in my apartment. The fire's almost out here at Beaver Lake. That loon wants to... You see what I mean about getting chased off by the wildlife here? It's been a great evening. It really has. The fire's almost out. My clothes all smell like wood smoke. I love that smell. I have to do laundry tomorrow. My legs are extremely bit by the bugs. Don't forget, if you come back to this area, or do something similar, bring at least track pants and long sleeves, because there's a good chance you'll get eaten just like I did. So that's a good view to sign off with. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. If you haven't already, if you could take a moment to subscribe to the channel, I'd really appreciate it. Lets me keep going. Feeds that YouTube algorithm. And hit that like button while you're at it. Just takes a second, doesn't cost anything. I'll see you guys in a couple days. Sounds like the loons are partying.